Jason Gorber from thatshelf.com. We're here to talk about Ruben Östlund's remarkable film Triangle of Sadness, playing here at the 2022 Cannes International Film Festival. Ruben Östlund's done some pretty fantastic works over the last several years. People might know him from Force Majeure, this amazing film about the breakdown of a family in the midst of a luxury resort. The Square actually won the Palme d'Or. This excoriating look at sort of privilege and art and the ridiculousness of art, but also the beauty of it and why we even strive to actually do these things in the first place. And so his latest film, Triangle of Sadness. Now again, I say this all the time, like it's great to go in knowing as little as you can. Just go see this movie. I will say, I will tell you something. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. It is the fastest 2 hours and 40 minutes I've had in this festival like ever. I thought it was a 90-minute film. It just like breezed by. It was fantastic that way. And yet I really felt the sort of sense of character development and all those other elements that are actually at play there. It starts off, it goes through so many modes that it almost feels like I watched 5 films all at once. But it starts off almost like a Zoolander riff and then sort of leads into all these different directions. It's really a film about class, about relationships, about the lies we tell each other to actually sort of survive within what we call a normalized civilization. And it sort of builds up through these 3 sort of main chapters. When this starts off sort of with 2 people, then it sort of moves on to a boat and then moves on to something that takes place afterwards. Again, it's full of narrative surprises, but doesn't rely upon those surprises to actually make joy of it. I look forward really to actually seeing this again. In so many ways, it is the smartest and deepest and most profound of character beats, and on the other hand, it's like the Mr. Creosote moments in Monty Python. It's just both silly and sublime and everything in between, and it's exactly what I look for when it comes to, let's say, an artistic film. I think art film gets denigrated as like, oh, it's a particular kind of film, it's an anti-Hollywood film, therefore it's an anti-entertainment. This is an incredibly entertaining, incredibly funny film that's very, very sly and smart and political. Exactly the conversations that you would have, the subtlety between being a Marxist and being a socialist, it's all there. And it absolutely slaughters a particular kind of individual, many of whom were in the audience. And so it's remarkable to be here in this land of exceptional wealth and privilege that comes to the Cannes Film Festival. Yeah, look, I'm lucky enough that I'm in a position to come here, but when you're surrounded by gazillion-dollar cars and even more gazillion-dollar yachts, there's a definite sense of sort of the economic hierarchy that's at play, especially at times like this, where we're like, how do these people actually get to the positions that they are? The film absolutely sort of tackles that. It's not going to solve anything. It's not didactic in any way, but it's absolutely skewering all of our general proclivities and just slaughtering even the notion of what we consider sort of liberalism, of workers of the world uniting, of all these other elements. Again, I make it sound like it's this sort of strange, super serious political thing. It's actually exceptional because it's not outlaying that, and yet it's very, very heavy in terms of what it's actually drawing from actual political philosophy. It's an incredibly deep and philosophical film that has incredible jokes, and so because of that alone, it absolutely is sort of in my milieu, shall we say. This is what I look for films like this. I'm super excited that it works as well as it does. Is it as good as Square? I don't care. Is it going to win Palme d'Or? I don't think it could win the Palme d'Or after the Square won, and I never thought the Square could possibly win the Palme d'Or. But it definitely gives a sense of that you can make something that's like this. It's almost a parlor piece that takes place in small groups, the way that so many films sort of, in this type of look, but even especially stuff shot during COVID. And yet somehow it feels much bigger than it is in these small rooms. It's not just like a kitchen sink drama, nor is it something that's so broad and inaccessible that it becomes something larger than it needs to be. It's perfectly attuned. And there's tiny, tiny moments of character, tiny moments of performance that are so exquisite to actually witness. And then the broadest and most hellacious moments of physical action, comedy, drama, all taking place at the same time. So there we are, triangle sadness, amazing euphemism. I'll let you find out what it actually means, but it also means whatever the heck else you want to be. The sort of all the different elements at play. I really encourage you to seek it out when you have a chance to see it, and go in, as always, as blind as possible, other than knowing, just let it take you on its journey and let it actually unfold. I think that you'll be in for something really, really special. For thatshelf.com, I'm Jason Goldberg. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow us on social media. Let us know in the comments what you think about all these videos that we're shooting here from Canada. I really appreciate your support. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you visit the site. We will see you next video. All the best. Take care.